Hello friends, today I am discussing the chapter wastewater storage. As you know, wastewater is the used water which are released from our homes, factories and public places. Those water which are once used and released from our homes by drainage system or by sewers is known as wastewater. And as you know, water, our lifetime. Water is very essential for the survival of a human being, and also very essential for all the living beings, because without water, living being cannot survive. Although there are some organic matter, that is there are some organisms which survive without water, but a few are there which are non-aerobic bacteria. Without air they can survive. And water is very essential for survival of the living being. And World Water Day is celebrated every year on March 22nd to make awareness in the people that water is very essential. Without water, human beings cannot survive. We all need water for many purposes. For drinking purpose, washing, bathing, cooking. There are so many human activities in which water is consumed. It is the medium of all the life processes taking place in the body of all organisms. Life process like transpiration or the circulation, blood circulation, in which water is needed. Digestion, in digestion also, all these life process taking place in the body of all organisms. Water is essential, but unfortunately it is not available to all, because most of the water is present in seas and ocean, and most of the water is saline, salty. We cannot use that water directly, either for drinking purpose, or for bathing, washing, or irrigation, even irrigation purpose. Because most of the water, 97% of water present on the earth is saline. Therefore, only 3%, among 3% that water, there is water present in different sources like groundwater and water in the form of ice and glaciers, and water in the form of snow and hard mountain, and in the atmosphere also water is present in the form of water vapor. Water for Life, it was celebrated from 2005 to 2015, one decade for the action on Water for Life. Its main objective is to reduce number by half the number of people who do not have access of safe water. Clean water is needed not only for drinking purpose, but also for cooking, washing and bathing. A lot of wastewater is produced at homes, offices, schools, industries, etc., which should be cleaned before it drains into rivers, lakes or other water bodies, and also before it is reused. Now, the water which is used at our homes gives the dirtiness in the water, and that dirty water when released from our home, it is called sewage. That water contains many harmful bacteria, chemicals, and many things like oil, fats, and the water wastewater released from homes, industry, hospitals, and offices, and, and water collected during rain from roofs, tops, or street is collectively termed as sewage. The water which cannot be used now directly, and it should be disposed of, and that water is known as sewage. Thus, sewage is liquid waste containing dissolved impurities called contaminants. That is a liquid waste in which there are many contaminants, many things which can contaminate that water is known as sewage. Contaminants in wastewater can be removed by several stages, and this process is called sewage treatment. There is a sewage treatment plant in metropolitan cities or many cities in which the sewage is collected at a place, and that sewage is treated first before releasing water into water body, and the sewage treatment plant in the sewage treatment plant there are three main treatments, which is known as primary treatment, secondary treatment, and tertiary treatment of the sewage. Now, organic and inorganic impurities are present in sewage. Organic impurities, that is the humus or the sewage, including animal waste, urine, vegetable and fruit waste, feces, and pesticides, herbicides. These are the organic impurities. And inorganic impurities include phosphates, nitrates, and heavy metals. These are also present in in sewage, that is in the wastewater. Saprophytic bacteria and other microbes. Saprophytic bacteria that feed on dead organisms can be found in sewage. In addition to these, some other microbes that cause typhoid, cholera, diarrhea, and dysentery are present in sewage. That is, there are many germs present in sewage, and when anyone take that water, that contaminated water, they may suffer, or he or she may suffer from waterborne disease. Now, nutrients. Sewage also contains some nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, and potash, which are generally washed away from the fields when the fertilizers are used to increase yields. Then some of the fertilizer which is not utilized by the soil is washed away when it runs, and it reaches to the water bodies, and that wastewater contains nitrogen, phosphates, and potash. That is the nutrients. Now, type of sewage. There are many types of sewage depending on the source of sewage, from where it is released. If the sewage is released from kitchen, then it is called grey water or sewage water. Wastewater released from the kitchen is called grey water or sewage water. The contaminants of sewage water are mild detergents, oil, or food particles. Moreover, it contains lot of water released when utensils are washed. That is, the grey water contains mainly oil, fat, or the chemicals. When the utensils are washed, then the chemicals is also released in grey water. The second is the black water or fall water. Wastewater released from toilets is termed as black water or fall water. It consists of human waste and lot of bacteria that release gases and bad odor. It is highly infectious. This is the black water which is released from our toilets, and it contains many harmful bacteria that can harm us. Trade waste. Waste from industries and commercial organization is called trade waste. It consists of acids, metals, fats, grease, and strong chemicals that are highly basic in nature. This discharge to industrial wastewater is called effluent. Now, wastewater should be treated first before releasing into water body. Water freshens up an eventful journey. Now, treatment of water is done in many stages, and thus the water, the sewage is passes through different steps to purify. Wastewater from household is treated as a treatment plant to remove the physical, biological, and chemical matter. In the physical process, wastewater is filtered and sedimented to remove large impurities. Now, wastewater treatment plant. In a wastewater treatment plant, the polluted water is purified in three steps. That is the primary step, secondary step, and tertiary step. The primary step includes physical processes such as screening, sand and grit removal, and sedimentation. That is, at first the solid material is removed by passing the sewage from spinneret, and the solid particles is trapped in the spinneret. And when it passes to the sedimentation tank, then the water is kept exposed for some times in the sedimentation tank. The suspended particles get settled down at the bottom. And in this stage, primary sludge is also formed, and primary sludge is used to make biogas. In secondary step, biological process such as aeration is done. That is, in the secondary step, air is passed through that wastewater, and in that stage, bacteria decomposes the solid waste, and that waste again form sludge, which is known as aerated sludge. And aerated sludge, which is obtained from the from the secondary treatment, is utilized to form biogas. Now, after secondary step, the water is treated for the removal of chemicals, and it is done in the tertiary step. And in tertiary step, water is treated with the chemicals also. At first, chlorination is done to kill the germs, then filtration, and thereafter the water is released to the water body. Now, primary treatment, in which the following process, that is the some processes which are involved in physical primary treatment. Physical processes are filtration by bar screens, grit and sand removal, sedimentation in a clarifier. That is filtration by bar screen. In this step, the wastewater is passed through rotating screens of vertical bars called bar screens. Bar screens prevent the flow of large objects in wastewater. These screens help to remove large objects like racks, plastic bags, cans, napkins, and sticks that can clog the pipes and pipes of primary treatment tank. These bar screens are cleaned regularly, either manually or with the help of machines. The solid waste collected through this step is disposed into a landfill. Now, the second physical stage is grit and sand removal. The screening water is slowly passed through the grit and sand removal tank. Here, grit and sand and the pebbles settle down. However, it may not remove some impurities such as pieces. Sedimentation is a clarifier. Now the water is kept open, and it is kept exposed for some time in a sedimentation tank. That is a large place. Water is exposed for some time, and the suspended particles get settled down at the bottom. Now, at this stage, sludge is formed. Sludge is formed. The latter impurities like oil and grease float on the water surface. These are called scum. And the inclined waste is then removed using a scraper. Sludge is transferred to a separate tank where it is decomposed using bacteria. The gas that produced can be burned in an apparatus such as macro turbine to generate electricity. Finally, a skimmer is used to remove the scum or oils and grease. When all the physical contaminants are separated from the sewage, then the sewage is termed as clarified water. Now the sewage is ready for the secondary treatment. Secondary treatment involves aeration, mainly the process aeration. Aeration is a process in which air is blown into the aerator to speed up the action of these bacteria, the microbes. These microbes consume human waste, food waste, soap and other wastes and still remain in the clarified water. The aerator continuously pumps air into the water. After many hours, the bacteria settle at the bottom of the tank as aerated sludge, and that aerated sludge is used to make biogas. Now the water is ready for the tertiary treatment. This step involves chemical processes such as chlorination, treatment with ozone or exposure to ultraviolet rays to kill the germs. If you take a chlorine tablet and put it in a beaker full of water, you will observe that water is clean when the tablet dissolves. Now chlorine tablet and ozone are used to disinfect water. The treated water is either disinfected with chlorine or exposed to ultraviolet rays. Chlorine kills whatever germs may be left in water. Now this water is fetched to release in any water body. The whole process of wastewater treatment plant is divided in 3 steps, that is primary stage, secondary and tertiary treatment. Now uses of the treated water. The treated water thus often is used for irrigation purpose or for aquaculture. Aquaculture is the cultivation of aquatic plants and animals, especially fish and seaweeds. One of the excellent example of wastewater management in the East Kolkata wetlands where there are 170 or more sewage-fed fisheries and ponds which produce an appreciable amount of fish and vegetables annually. Now, better housekeeping practices. Generation of waste is an integral part of human activities, but one can limit the type and quantity of waste produced. This can be done by adopting some simple housekeeping practices. Oils and fats can harden and block waste pipe. Fats clog the swamp pores in an open drain, reducing the effectiveness of filtration of water. So throw oil or fat in the dustbin. Solid waste like tea leaves, food remains and napkins should not be thrown into the drain. These block the flow of oxygen to the microbes that help in water treatment. Chemicals like paints, medicines, motor oil should not be thrown directly into the water body because this may contaminate water. That's why we should treat the wastewater first in the wastewater treatment plant, Thereafter, we have to release that water to the water body so that contaminant should be removed. Now, that the treated water, treated water can be used for irrigation purpose. Now, sanitation and diseases. Maintaining overall cleanliness in the home and its surrounding is called sanitation. Sanitation is important for health of a person and that of community. Everyone must know about the adverse effect of poor sanitation. The problem is at its worst in villages where proper sanitation is not available. Villagers use the drainage systems or they drain out wastewater from their homes, and that water is stagnant water which is stored at a place, and at that place many types of bacteria or many types of insects multiply and which causes cholera, typhoid, meningitis, hepatitis and dysentery. Now, alternative arrangement for sewage disposal. There should be alternative arrangement for the sewage disposal, and nowadays many types of toilets are available which can be made of different places. Right, septic tanks, chemical toilets, vacuum toilets, composting toilets, vermicomposting toilets, and this type of toilets, the sanitation is properly done, and the wastewater is not released at that places, and thus it decreases the adverse effect on the living beings or other animals. We are discussing some question. What is wastewater? The first question, what is wastewater? The water which are drained out from our homes or factories by after the use is known as wastewater. Wastewater includes the liquid water which contains many contaminants. What is the sewerage? Sewerage is a system by which wastewater is drawn from our homes to the other place. An interconnected network of sewers is known as sewerage. Sewerage is the interconnected network. In short, we can say that the interconnected network of sewers is known as sewerage. Now, the third question. What is aeration? Aeration is a process by which air is blown in the aeration tank to multiply the aerobic bacteria there, and due to the large number of bacteria, the solid waste present in the wastewater is reduced to the aerated sludge, and that aerated sludge is used to make biogas. What do you understand by chlorination? Chlorination is the process by which germs are killed by the passage of either chlorine gas or with the help of tablet or bleaching powder. If we apply bleaching powder or tablet of chlorine, then the germs present in the wastewater or in water are killed. That this process is known as chlorination. Name some diseases caused by insanitation, that is waterborne disease, like typhoid, cholera, dysentery, hepatitis B. These are the diseases caused by insanitation. Sometimes diarrhea, cholera also. Now, how is the wastewater disposed of where there are no sewers? This is a hard problem. It is an acute problem. How to dispose that water? That sewage water at that place where there is no any sewers or sewerage. At that places, mainly in villages, water is drained out with the help of drains, and in some places the water is stored, and that places stagnant water is present, and that on that stagnant water many insects breed. Now, how is the wastewater disposed of in septic tank? There is a pipe by which the wastewater is removed from septic tanks to other sewers or sewerage or at place where the water is soaked, and this is the way by which water disposed of in the septic tank. What are the uses of treated wastewater? Treated wastewater is generally used for irrigation purpose. The treated water cannot be used as potable water because they contain many chemicals also that may harm to human beings. Now, what is sludge? How is it removed? Sludge is the solid material which are settled down in the primary and secondary treatment of wastewater. In the primary treatment, when the solid substances, suspended particles is settled down at the bottom, that is known as primary sludge. And in the aeration tank, where aeration is done, then the sludge which is settled down at the tank is known as aerated sludge. And aerated sludge is also known as secondary sludge. It is also used to make biogas. What should be done to maintain sanitation at public places? Yes, there is a lot of wastewater released from public places, and sanitation is not proper. Generally, it seems that sanitation is not proper at that places. But if we want to make the proper sanitation, we should make the sewerage system at that place. The sewer should be joined with a network, and that the wastewater should be thrown to a safety place, and where there is a wastewater treatment plant, and the water should be treated. Thereafter, it should be released to the water body. What is sewage? What does it contain? As you have learned that sewage is a contaminated wastewater released after being used for various domestic and industrial activities, and sewerage is treated in wastewater treatment plant. What is the role of bacteria in the treatment of wastewater? Bacteria decomposes the solid waste like pieces to the suspended particles, and that suspended particles then form sludge, and that sludge is used to make biogas. What is septic tank? Where it is used? Septic tanks is made in the purpose to release the wastewater from toilets, and it is used for the proper sanitation of the waste, that is the black water coming from the toilet. Okay, bye.